What's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing well. Today we're going to talk about subtracting integers, and this video coincides with lesson 5.5 in your textbook. So, something we've already done, so this should be review. Again, one way to subtract integers is by using those counters. We'll let x represent 1, we'll let o represent -1. So let's get started. First problem, let's say we've got 4 minus -2, okay? So to represent 4, we're going to have our 4 x's, all right? And then we want to subtract -2. Well, the problem with that is that we don't have 2 o's to subtract. We can get them, though, and how we're going to get them is by adding 0 pairs, okay? So by adding a 0 pair, okay, we're not changing, this is still 4 because this x and o would cancel out, okay? So in this case, we're going to add 2 0 pairs because we want to subtract -2. So we need 2 o's to subtract. So we'll add one more 0 pair. And now I can subtract my -2 or my 2 o's. And you can see that 4 minus -2 is equal to 6, okay? Because you've got 6 x's here. All right, let's try one more with the counters. All right, let's say we've got -2 minus -5. Okay, so -2 we're going to represent with 2 o's. Okay, and from that we want to subtract -5. Well, we don't have 5 o's. All right. We've got 2, we need 3 more, right? So to get those 3 more o's, we're going to add 3 more 0 pairs, right? So by adding those 3 0 pairs, this is still, it's still -2 because we haven't, the 0 pairs are going to cancel out. But now we're able to subtract our -5 or our 5 o's, all right? So get rid of that, and you can see that you got 3 x's left. So -2 minus -5 is going to be +3. Okay, so again, the counters are great. You don't want to use counters when you're doing something like 22 minus -5, for example. All right, you definitely don't want to be making 22 x's. So what I like to use is the acronym KCO, which stands for Keep, Change, Opposite. All right, so, and if you write this down above every subtraction problem, anytime you're subtracting integers, it'll definitely help you. That's the best advice I can give you with subtracting integers. So let's say we've got the problem that we were just talking about before. 22 minus -5, okay? So right above, we're going to write KCO, okay? So we're going to keep the 22, all right? I always like to circle the subtraction. We're going to change the subtraction to addition, and then the opposite of -5 is 5, all right? So now we've changed our subtraction problem to an addition problem, okay? So technically what we're doing is we're taking the number that we're subtracting and we're adding its additive inverse, or we're adding its opposite, okay? And then obviously 22 plus 5 is 27, all right? Let's try another one here. Let's do -14 minus 7, okay? So again, I'm going to write KCO up above, and I'm going to keep the -14. I'm going to change the subtraction to addition, and then the opposite of 7 is -7. And at this point, I want to go back to my LADs, all right? Because now we've changed the subtraction problem to an addition problem. So in this case, they're, both the integers are negative, so they're like, so we're going to add. And then 14 and 7 is 21, and negative plus negative is always going to be negative, so it's -21, all right? Last one. Let's do this one. Let's go negative 19 minus negative 18, okay? So again, you want to write that down every single time, KCO. We're going to keep the negative 19. We're going to change the subtraction to addition, all right? And then the opposite of negative 18 is positive 18, okay? So busting out our lads again, right? First integer is negative, second integer is positive, so they're different, so we're going to subtract. Again, technically speaking, we're subtracting the absolute values. 19 minus 18 is 1, and then our answer is going to be negative 1 because we've got more negatives than we do positives, or the negative integer has a greater absolute value than the positive integer. All right, so, I hope this helps, and, if you get stuck, call me. All right, bye-bye.